Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 6, more than halfway through, and things are getting exciting. So, great job on your backwards design templates. I didn't see any real serious issues, so I think you're ready to move forward. Hopefully, you're doing well on your assessment plan this week and thinking about how to align those assessments with your learning targets, and that looked pretty good on your backwards design. So I think we're in good shape. Um, the other assignment you did on the preconceptions was just um, to start getting you thinking about how you need to really work on soliciting student knowledge prior to jumping into instruction. Like, what do my students already think about this content and what's their experience? So you can build on that. You can confront things that maybe they have preconceptions about, or build experiences that will add to those conceptions. So this week, we're going to kind of put that on the shelf, but I want you to keep that in mind as you're doing your assessments. Like, do I, in my first lesson, am I in some way soliciting students' background, experiences, and knowledge? Am I doing some sort of pre-assessment that will give me a good idea of where they're at? Because that should be included in your unit that you're developing. And so this week you're going to actually work on fleshing out just the first lesson for me. I know for others you're doing all 3 lessons, but I'm only going to have you turn in a draft of lesson 1, and that will include all the assessments that you are planning to deliver with lesson 1. So this week you have, as I said, draft of lesson 1. You're going to use the formal EdTPA template lesson plan to kind of do a draft, and then this assignment is here you're just going to submit all assessments. So for lesson 1, as I mentioned, I would like to see a pre-assessment. And again, this is good science teaching. This is what we are hoping that you will incorporate as often as you can. But we also recognize that you're in a classroom already that has already a structure, and so for your lesson, I want you to describe a pre-assessment that you would do. Whether or not you're going to actually get to teach that or use that in your teaching, that doesn't matter. I need to see it in the lesson plan for me. Okay? And then, so you would include that pre-assessment and any formative assessment you're going to do within lesson 1 or at the end of lesson 1. I want you to actually develop those and include a draft and submit it in the second part of this week's assignment. So really these two tie very closely together, the draft lesson plan and the assessments for that lesson. And so I just created um, two different submissions. Total, they are worth 20 points. I don't necessarily give points for your draft lesson. It's just this is a first stab at it. I'm going to give you feedback, and then you're going to actually turn in a final lesson plan the week after, hopefully the week right before you go out and possibly teach these lessons if you're in a classroom and you're doing your full-time teaching week 8. So let me know if there's any questions. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing first your assessment plans, which will give me a good idea if you've got the right assessments lined up. So look for feedback on those, and then a draft of your first lesson. Good luck with that, and I will see you next week.